What is up, guys? My name is Frosty, and Burnley have chosen me as their manager in the new campaign in the Barclays Premier League, their first season in the BPL in 35 years. And the goal for this year is not to get relegated. That's at least what the board was telling me, but my goal personally is to finish as close to mid-table as we possibly can. And to do so, we're going to have to do so on a limited budget, least in the BPL on wages per week, least in the BPL in transfer budget, and every game that we go into, we are going to be the underdogs. So let's just embrace that role this year, and I think that we can do big things. So just looking at the players on the screen, those are the my transfer targets. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get all of them, but one player that I was able to get was Nabil Bentaleb. We got him on the loan just to avoid taking anything out of the transfer budget and just taking up some wages. We also got Sergei Brizgalov because John Anthony Brooks was too expensive, but Brizgalov was necessary. The board was telling me that we needed him, and I knew that I needed him because a 68 starting center back is just not going to cut it. So Brizgalov comes in at 70 overall and has 80 potential, which is, I mean, that's good for a team like Burnley, who coming into the year only have 3 players rated higher than 75 overall. We set up a youth academy with some of our money, as you guys just saw, and the other signings that we made were John Flanagan at 71, or 72 actually, excuse me. He's better than Ben Mee, who was 69 overall, and Flanagan has 80 potential while Mee only has 71. Also, we signed Bassetti, who is 71 overall. He replaces Ross Wallace, who is 68 overall, and Bassetti has 79 potential. And so I'm really excited about this, but we come into our first game of the year against Chelsea. First game in the BPL, and 7 minutes in, Sergei Brizgalov, the new signing, gets injured. Not exactly how I was picturing his debut, and playing without him was definitely difficult because he is a good player, and I mean, I had to put in a right back at center back because I was ill prepared for an injury, and Willian with an incredible volley. And 13 minutes in, we've already conceded our first goal of the new campaign, but at least we got it over with, I guess. That's my excuse. And Kitely there, I should have taken him in further, but I thought the center backs were going to come out, and I just blew an opportunity there to make it even. But shots on target, we had more at halftime. We had even amount of shots, and possession was almost even. So I was feeling like we could do some damage in the second half, maybe steal some points, and we came out firing right after halftime. They make a dumb mistake, and Danny Ings can't finish it. That's the player on Burnley that we want taking that shot every single time, though. But he missed it. But here we go. Burnley on the counterattack, tramps it over to Vokes, and he misses the target. Thibaut Courtois would not have been able to say that. As great as he is, just bottom right corner was wide open. That's as easy as a shot that you're going to get, and I was pretty mad about that. As you guys can see, I took him off right away, and I will play a lesser overall rating than somebody if they're not going to perform, and Vokes did not perform there. That was terrible, obviously. And then on the other side, Felipe Luis on the other side passes up to Willian. I guess he loses it. Can't clear it, and that's a problem. And Eden Hazard finishes it, and we end up losing that game 2-0. But what can you really expect? In our second game here, we're coming up against a Swansea City team, a team that sold Wilfried Boney in this game, so he is not in this team because I am using the most up-to-date rosters. And this is a team that we can beat. In real life, I mean, they're bottom half of the table kind of team, but Danny Ings needs to be finishing those shots for me if we want to have any chance of staying in the BPL and becoming one of the best teams. But another costly mistake for Swansea City. Danny Ings on the counterattack, holding onto the ball, finally getting some support from Vokes. The shot wasn't there, so I did cross it, and Vokes with the first goal of the year for Burnley, and they take the 1-0 lead over Swansea City. What a big goal that is, the first of the campaign, the first in the BPL in over 35 years. Huge goal there. Now Nabil Bentaleb plays it up to Ings with another one-on-one with the keeper. I was going to try to run around him, but it did not quite work out, and we are not able to finish it. But I was confident that Ings was going to get some goals because of his quickness and because of his speed, and I knew that the finishing will get there eventually if we just keep getting up some shots with him. And we pass it up to Vokes. Now over to Ings. Step over. One-on-one with the keeper, and he finishes it. What a finesse shot. Beautifully finesses it around the keeper there. That's just textbook finishing from Danny Ings there with a beautiful finish in his first goal of the year. Just look at that shot fake, cutting in and just finessing it around the keeper. Nothing he could even do about that. Trippier steals it from Swansea. Our right back passes it up to our striker, Vokes. Plays it over to Ings. And Ings loses the ball in a decent position, but he's going to get it right back. Or will he? We actually lose it there. But then Ings gets it. Through ball over to Bentaleb. Loses it. But Jones with a great shot. And Danny Ings is there for the rebound. 3-0. We get the win. 3 points. And 3 points are always huge. Whenever we can get a win, that's going to be huge. Draws are good. Anytime we can get points, that's a win for us. But anytime you can get 3 points, that's just amazing. Now here we go with Alexi Bossetti to make it 4. This would make it 4 right here. Bossetti's been playing amazing. Recently acquired, obviously. His pace is great. And off the post, though, that would have been a great goal. But we do win it 3-0 nonetheless. And Brizgalov, guys, good news for him. He is eligible to play in our next game. He was originally going to be out for 4 weeks, but he is going to be back now. I'll probably bring him on at halftime, maybe, probably, just to lower the risk of him getting re-injured or anything like that. And our next game, we will be playing up against Manchester United, obviously a great team, and points are going to be hard to come by this year. But if we could steal one from Manchester United, that would be great. And looking at the table, we are not in the relegation zone as early as it is, so that's obviously great. And like I said, the Youth Academy is going to be huge for us this year because with a team like Burnley, you can't sign all the players you want, but if you can find a talent, a young talent, 16, 15, 17, anything like that, that would just be amazing for Burnley. Imagine if Burnley just had a young star, a young Hazard or something like that. That would just be incredible for us. And that's why I spent like $4 million on a 4-star scout, because I think it's really important, and we still address a lot of needs in the transfer window regardless. So that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, smash a huge thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. Don't worry about the Wolfsburg career mode, guys. That will be coming out tomorrow or on Thursday, probably tomorrow. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.